Stillness and abundance, family. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance. Love and light. Health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance. Love and light. Health and wholeness. I greet one and all in the stillness of nature. In the silence of the noise. Listening to the birds and the traffic. Using all sounds, all movement to energize, elevate, and vitalize the inner being. No noise is a distraction. All noise can be integrated. You're gonna meditate till the fire go out. As the fire die out, also does the negative energy, the stress, the frustration, and the anger. Any form of anxiety or depression, we release it all with smoke. Ashe, so be it. Stillness and abundance, family. Stillness and abundance. Hope everybody in the high vibration possible. And being your authentic self, feeling good for no reason at all. We gonna take it inside, but I just had to tap back in because I'm back home now. You know, it feel good. Tap into nature for a minute. Be back in my own environment. Stillness and abundance, family. Love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. Stillness and abundance, love and light, health and wholeness. I hope everybody feeling good for no reason at all, man. As for me, I'm feeling absolutely good for no reason at all. I'm in the highest version of my authentic self. I'm happy to, for those who, y'all that rock with me, y'all know I've been to Colorado on a spiritual journey. I must say, without talking about me, I will say this. If you're not from the state of Colorado and you watching this, you watching me, you watch this channel, please go. Please go. It's a beautiful place. Yeah, and with that, man, like I say, I ain't gonna talk about me. We're gonna get to it. We're gonna see what the collective been talking about, cause y'all don't impress a lot of impressions upon me, you know, energetically, frequency, vibrationally, and radiation-wise. I want to say I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful for y'all, as I appreciate myself, and I'm thankful for myself. One of the things I want to talk about is, you know, we in a phase where everybody I call it first eye. Some know it as a third eye, but everybody want to be open. You know, they want their third eye open, their first eye open. You want to be awake. You want to be aware. You want to be intuitive. Want to be an empath. That's okay. as a fellow intuitor, as a fellow empath, um, as a fellow psyche, uh, I just want to say it's not an easy job. You ain't gonna like everything you see. Reason being, um, and if you know any empaths, if you know anybody that's very intuitive, just ask them. They'll tell you. You know, you know, it ain't all fun. It ain't all fun and good and games. You know, you don't like what you see, and the reason being because, as an empath, what you see in others is a direct reflection of yourself. So it allows you, those who are empaths, to see the work first, and therefore have to do the work first to be an example to somebody else. So it's not always good. You know, it's good to be awake, but be ready. Be ready when you ask for it. Be ready, because if you're not, it could be hell. It's just as much it could be heaven, and it's because it's a mind state. Be ready to deal with them shadows when you ask for the light to appear in your life. When you align, when you locked in, and when I say when you align and when you locked in, I mean when you brutally honest with yourself. Because a lot of people talking about they aligned and they locked in, they tuned in, tapped in, and turned up. And then when I be brutally honest with them, because I'm brutally honest with myself, so if I'm brutally honest with myself, and we all the same self, if I'm brutally honest with me, then I should be brutally honest. I should be able to be brutally honest with you. And when I be brutally honest with different counterparts of myself, I see restrictions and constrictions and you know, resistance, and that tells me something. You know, it tells me something. Also, it helps me be mindful of myself when I'm being given or corrective instruction, or corrective instruction is being shared with me. It also gives me a self to see myself in the same light, without judgment, to further and better myself. So I'm saying, when you locked in and you lined in with yourself, you should be able to be brutally honest with yourself. And the more you heal yourself by being brutally honest with ourselves, because it's the lies that keep us diseased up. It's the lies that keep us in sickness. It's the lies that we tell ourselves that keep us in the dark. So when we alignment, when we locked in and brutally honest with ourselves, it allows you to have communication with your higher self, in order for your higher self to communicate and commune with you in the things that's necessary for you to do to get up out the lower vibrations of your lower self. It will reveal to you what you need to see and what you need to fix. Physician heal thyself is a quote in church for those of us, and most of us probably don't been to church here or there, regardless of what you study now. But you know, physician heal thyself. It's time for us to be healing ourselves, mind, body, and spirit. The journey of your soul owes no one an explanation. I'm gonna be saying this probably until I decide to stop doing these videos. The journey of your soul owes no one an explanation. And the reason why I say this is because every time you encounter a spiritual experience and you find yourself trying to explain it to somebody else so they can understand it, then you discrediting and you discounting yourself. Everybody ain't meant to experience what you experience, and you're not meant to experience everything someone else experienced. But there is something that will give us a common ground that we should be able to have communion and communication and growth with. Otherwise, you're probably in the wrong place talking to the wrong people. The journey of your soul owes nobody an explanation. The beauty is seeing yourself from within yourself through everybody that you interact with. Because as we find ourselves, we find other people who are trying to find themselves too, through oneself. Um, it's popular to, I was having a conversation with my son on our journey, and my companion, my mate, and I was talking about the recklessness and the ratchetness. It's popular to be reckless, and it's popular to be ratchet. Now, I done been reckless in my life, so I know what type of mentality it take, what type of mentality it take to be reckless. And I don't seen ratchet in my life, and I know what type of mentality it take to be ratchet. My point is, if you ain't reckless, or if you ain't ratchet, you ain't popping. And I think that's sick. But if you ain't ratchet and you ain't ratchet and you ain't popping, that's only to the beauty is, at least that's only to the parasitic mentality who embrace that state of mind. So for those of us, if you're on this channel, that means you rose above that parasitic mentality. Salute. My journey, my pilgrimage, because I ain't go to party and bullshit. I went to really tap in with the land, tap in with the lakes, and tap in with, whatever I was going to experience. I had a beautiful time. But nature, I'm saying that to say this. Nature in its highest expression revealed to me just through the landscape, the different angles of the angels, because like everything was talking to me, it's amazing. Nature in its highest expression revealed the angles of the angels and the beauty of just the landscape. It was very self-reflecting. And to say this, in saying that, I want to say this to the family, to the cosmic conscious community and the Soul Control Collective. It's going to take even more deeper, self-reflective, self-honest soul work as we move on and as we move forward. It won't be easy for many of us, but the damn sure won't be as hard as it's been for most of us. It's easy for us as people to be biased and judgmental to things we don't understand and comprehend from our own point of experience. We quick to holler, if it was me, I would have done this, I would have done that. When in reality, you wouldn't have did shit but sit right there and say you would have did this and you would have did that from where you were sitting at doing it to begin with. From the sideline of observation, being the critic of somebody else's life movie. My point is, if that's you, stop it. Just stop it. As we begin, I also want to say, because I didn't say it in the beginning, I'm going to at least do it once a week. Peace to the mothers of the universe. Salute to the mothers of the universe. Love and light to the women of the universe. I love y'all. And that's important. For the males that get it, I salute y'all too. But for the women, it's important that me as a male, I say that. And the reason being, because a spiritual mother told me, unless you find what your purpose is, you'll never be satisfied. Unless you find what your purpose is, you will never be satisfied. I don't care how much money you make. She went on to say, you have to know why you came on the planet and how to bring that to life. And let that be your money maker. And you'll never go without. I find that so true in my life right now today. Even when I don't know how all the mechanics of things will come into play for me to make the things manifest and happen as I need them to at that time that I do now. So it's a reason why I thank all kind of mothers, all kind of women, for their effect and impact in my life, not just because I came from one. Before I tap out, I want to say, remove toxic thinking and your speech will change. What you think, you create. What you speak, you create. And most times, how you think and the way you speak reflect the type of things that you eat. My point is, all those things become your vibration or frequency. So, if you want to know where Quency at, you got to free him. Free Quency. Raise your frequency. I love y'all. Love and light. Healthy wholeness. I'm going to say it one more time. Anybody who looking for Quency, if you get free, you'll find them. Free Quency. Frequency. Raise your frequency. Shout out to all my supporters. Shout out to everybody that rock with me. I thank y'all. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I'm grateful. Shout out to Junior Lane for showing me a good time over in Colorado. I will be back to rock with y'all some more. Hopefully 420, who knows. But yeah, love and light, family. Salute to God.